Today's Tuesday, August 26th, 2025, 6 p.m. Board of Health meeting. Roll call, Dr. Christian Roman, Ramirez, Chairman.
Charles Paul Serene, Vice Chair.
And Todd Osnob, Clerk, President.
Okay. There's no additions or deletions.
We do not have any septic permits, so 1.3 can be deleted for this meeting. I also do not have any minutes for should be 2.7 under work session.
Okay, very well. We're gonna go to 1.4, 125 Lunenburg Road, Restoration Orchid, conclusion of the zoning use permit. It's my understanding that Rick was gonna bring any updates from DEP.
Yep, so yeah, based on my notes, the outstanding item was trying to get an opinion from Mass DEP regarding the public water supply. And so I did send April Deathclose from Mass DEP, she's in the Central Region Drinking Water Program, an email and let her know what the orchard does now, what they're looking to do. She came back with a couple of questions, which I replied to last week. And I have not gotten an answer yet. And so we're, still waiting on their opinion as far as that goes, but she did initially respond to me.
So we don't have any reply from the people's concerns that was brought up on the previous meeting then?
I think that was the only outstanding item was just that public water supply. We had talked about the, kind of the Board of Health right now is looking at portable toilets. And that they have an adequate number of toilets out there. And, the public water supply, there was a question as to whether or not that was required for them. And based on the definition, I don't believe that it is. But you'd asked to go to DEP for an opinion, and so we're still waiting on that opinion from them.
Yeah, those portable toilet systems are self-contained. They have the water tank and the.
Yeah, so at least on the paperwork that we were provided, they'd be like the trailer style portable toilet, so they're not single units. There's typically 3 stalls in each of those and hand washing sinks.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Continue.
And unfortunately, I think, the outstanding item was the public water supply. We just haven't got that answer yet.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it'd have to be continued until we get that.
So, a little question on that, with those beautiful toilets and trailers, they don't carry potable water.
Yep.
So you're using potable water. When you're doing.
So, yeah, I mean, they have water that they're providing for hand washing. The requirement for the public water supply comes when you're providing that for more than 60 days out of the year to 25 people or more, which they've told us.
I do understand
they're
that,
not.
but it sounds like, when you say, hey, this is with the water and everything. There's no potable water in those trailers,
So there is a potable water supply that's private and was tested by the Board of Health, and there's records in the office for that.
And
What we don't have is a public water supply. And the regulation is 310 CMR 22, how they define a public water supply is any water supplier that provides water for human consumption on site to 25 people or more, 60 or more days out of the year.
Okay.
And so what they've proposed is less than 60 events, which is where that threshold will come into play. And again, we asked Mass DEP and provided them with the information on what the orchard wants to do to get an opinion on them, from them to make sure that we're correct.
Any other questions? So about that or any comments? Anybody from the Zoom meeting that's wanna have it? Make any comments, any questions?
If I could, this is Jonathan Silverstein, Restoration Orchards Council. Just because this has been something we've been working on for a while, I guess maybe one request or question for the board would be, we're pretty confident that we don't trigger the need for a public water supply based on the conversation we had last time. I'm not gonna bore you by repeating it, but even for argument's sake, if we did, that would obviously require us to comply with the requirements for a public water supply, but it would not, I would submit it would not impact our ability to get a zoning permit, which is really what's in front of you. Is the zoning enforcement officer has determined that this is allowed under zoning, but wanted to give other boards and departments an opportunity to weigh in on before he issued the zoning permit. And so I guess the question would be, if we end up requiring a public water supply, which again, I really don't think we will, obviously we would have to do that, but that wouldn't mean we didn't qualify for a zoning permit. And I guess my ask for the board would be to allow, if you have any comments to the zoning enforcement officer on the zoning issue, that's one thing, but otherwise I would ask that the board determine not, basically not to provide any comments or, positive comments to the zoning enforcement officer so we can get our zoning enforcement permit and keep moving forward.
Any comments for that?
So typically for those zoning use permits, there is a spot for the Board of Health to sign off on those before the use permits are issued. And, for example, the Starbucks that's gonna be going in at 18 Main Street at the Harbor Mall, we made sure everything was in place from a Board of Health perspective before that we would sign off on that zoning use permit application. And so typically we don't sign that application until the board makes a decision that the Board of Health related issues for whatever the use permit application is for have been met. And, I'm not sure that the board wants to start doing something other than that.
So we agree with your recommendation then, Rick, to, any other comments then? So we will have to continue,
In
yeah,
our next meeting.
on
is
our
the
next meeting.
Our next meeting is September 9th.
We will continue the conclusion of the zoning use permit on our next meeting then, pending on waiting, the response from, DEP then. Okay?
Okay.
We want to thank the public that has come, and I know that most of you are here for this. So we hope that by our next meeting, and Rick has been very diligent on reaching out to DEP, so we will conclude then in our next board meeting then, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Um, 1.5, public smoking discussion.
Yes, Rick, would you like to talk about this?
So, my understanding is that Carla's gotten a few complaints from, I think it's one particular person regarding the smoking on, the property at the triangle where Turnpike Road and Main Street are, but right near Spalding.
Yeah.
And recently, the Parks Department had put up a no smoking sign, that I believe complies with these regs that Carla had requested, I think, a few years ago to go up. But, for whatever reason, it got delayed and that just went up. And so there was,
No, wait, that sign's been up for years.
oh, I thought it was just put up.
No.
So it just
it's-
was brought to our
It was
attention.
just brought to our attention, Roger Raposa from cemeteries and parks actually came and said that there was an issue with the cigarette butts being left in a certain area, and he asked if he could put up a sign saying no public smoking, and I of course said, of course, and then that was just years ago, it was pre-COVID. So, it's just recently come up again.
Is there a reason they are smoking there? That apartment complex, does it have no smoking on property? And they have to walk to the, that's a little bit of a mini hike for him to walk down and
I
smoke.
don't know what he's, I don't
And
know
he
what
crosses the street.
he's a resident of Country Estates.
Do you know either way?
I don't.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure where. he's-
Sometimes I see 2 or 3 of them standing outside.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wherever they might be coming from, so you guys have a copy of the regulations, I believe, in front of you.
It's really sad, I'm
And-
sorry.
In the definition section part, which is section 3, it defines, what a public place is, and so it would include that municipally owned field right there. And so the issue is that, the question has been, is the Board of Health willing to enforce these regulations? So when you go to the violations section and enforcement section, which are 9 and 10, it talks about a fine structure, and the fines are done under non-criminal disposition, which is that Mass General Law, Chapter 40, Section 21D. So it would be $100 for the first offense, $200 for the second offense, and $300 for the third offense. And the tolling period is 12 months, so a year. And according to the regs, the enforcement is done either by the police department or the Townsend Board of Health. And I don't believe the police department has any interest in enforcing the regulations. And so, it comes down to the board enforcing them. We do have paper tickets, I believe. They're similar to the ones that get written at school by, whoever does those. So I don't know if the principal signs them or who it is, but they've issued several throughout the years. And then they're typically sent to Joan Hamlet. And if there's a hearing requested, then the board holds a hearing on it. And then makes a decision as far as the outcome. And then they pay the fine or they don't, and if they don't, the board needs to make a decision as to whether they want to pursue that, which would be through the courts. And, we can kind of talk about how that goes outside of a public meeting, just so we don't let people know kind of what our legal strategy is. But I guess do you guys want to enforce this? And it looks like I would likely be the one writing the tickets, but the other part is that we have to actually witness them doing it, and the ticket would be written while they're doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a complaint from a citizen about somebody's smoking.
Yes.
Somebody's people smoking.
Yes, repeatedly.
Yeah, so typically with any of our regulations, it's not,
Somebody posted that.
it's not something that we're not actively looking for violations. I mean, occasionally it just comes up in passing. But for the most part, we've got plenty of calls from people to keep us busy as far as things like that go. So I wouldn't say that, you have to actively enforce these and be going around town looking for it. But if a complaint comes in, you should be at least trying to investigate it. The issue is that I'm not always available at the snap of a finger, and Carla is not either. And so, the timing would have to be right for us to get that call and be able to respond while they're still out there within, the 5 or 10 minutes that they likely are.
So I propose that Carla and Rick should be the people on behalf of the board to enforce this regulation on behalf of as the officers or the people who investigate and do the proper proper ticketing and bring it up to the board. If these penalties continue on, so that we as board can determine if after the third offense, if they continue, then to talk about pursuing going to court or whatever proper action needs to be done.
And so I can write the tickets because I'm already your agent. but I don't believe Carla's ever been
No.
designated as an alien to do it.
Okay,
So you'd have to make a decision, one, does she wanna take on that responsibility? And is the board willing to make her an
She's in a
agent?
tough
So-
time, right?
So
We're busy right now.
are we looking to ticket these people right away? Or are we just looking to talk to the
I mean,
people? and
that's
say-
what the regs say, so, you could take a look at these regulations and you could revise them however you want, but right now, there is, how it's written is. If you get caught, that first offense is a ticket. And they could ask for a hearing and they could come in front of you and you could choose to waive that fine.
But we could also say, if you're not allowed to be out there, and if you are, you will get ticketed,
Yeah. it's a good-
yeah, you're not allowed to be out there smoking, yeah,
because you can't get ticketed. If you're here again, you will get ticketed.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely. Now, wasn't there a second complaint about the cigarette butts all over the ground right there?
Well, that's how it started. That's how the sign got out.
Okay,
But the problem is now is
that's
that
littering, that's
the
another.
complaint comes into the town hall if Rick's not there, or I can't physically go out there and I can't do anything right now anyways about it. The person who's complaining is calling 911 and the police are being discharged, and they actually came and asked Rick and I how we were gonna approach it, and we suggested coming to the board.
so we know who these people are.
yes,
Yes, the police would have a report.
Okay. So can we make that phone call to say,
Can we get contact information for him from the police department?
Pretty
Make
sure,
them aware that we're gonna be doing it.
sure,
Okay.
before we go to?
I mean, maybe it's a way to kind of preemptively stop it, yeah.
that's a great idea.
okay.
I mean, we're
The
dealing
person that keeps calling 911, they give it a new number.
Well, here's the thing, if you misuse 911, you are gonna get in yourself legal trouble because you're misusing emergency
Yeah.
staff for something that that is not an immediate life or death emergency. So I asked my board members, how should we proceed then? Should we continue with Rick as the enforcing agent then and probably allow them a warning? Or should we proceed with as our clerk is suggesting then?
I suggest we give them a warning, and if we actually
Yeah.
talk to the complainer, tell them what our intent is. And if it can, persists,
Then,
then we'll take action.
yeah, they
And
need
make sure the
to,
complainer is on board too, so we don't need that.
and I see them there all the time, I'd have no problem going up there and stopping and say, do you understand
do
that there's a
that.
regulation and you could be fined?
So, you guys could write tickets too. And so I guess part of the issue with that is that if you see him and you're a member of the Board of Health, then you're supposed to be enforcing that.
That's easy,
So,
We have our new cards,
that's easy enough,
we're official.
so,
I don't think we have to have Rick flying.
I mean, I think we only have one ticket book.
We have two.
We have two.
We have two.
So, if it came to it, I suppose we could have one available in the Board of Health office here, and then, I could have one that I have as well.
Okay,
But I think it would probably make sense if, we can get contact information for those people that are going out there to make them aware that we are gonna start enforcing that.
So let's proceed in that way then. Can I get a motion
Can
to?
I ask one more thing?
Oh,
So if you do ticket them, and there's a fine, and it doesn't get paid, where's it go from there? Turns into a bigger mess, right?
Okay. I'll call you and we'll talk about it.
Okay, because it's gonna get escalated after that, so, yeah, I think the warning is the best.
can I get a motion to proceed as the Board of Health enforcing the tobacco smoking regulation on public places and acting on a warning, and after the warning not acting, then we should proceed with the fine process then.
I second that.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, good.
excellent.
Okay. 1.6 curbside trash and recycling contract submission. So we have in front of this board, Mr. Len Shaw, thank you for being here. he presented to us the contract with the requirements requested by, town council. If this board pleases to approve the contract, with the recommendations that town council have done, it will go back to town council for review. And after review, then will be, to,
You have town council's approval, then it would be proactive for the board to sign it. But I do think that it needs to go back to legal where, and thank you, Glenn, for bringing this to the board. I think it needs to go back to legal one more time just to make sure that we're all dotting our i's and crossing our t's.
and then after legal, we sign it.
You could make a motion to sign out of meeting after town council approves to get it up to the selectmen's office as soon as possible.
Okay,
Alright,
what are the members' thoughts?
I'd also like to see if Glenn has anything to say.
No, I mean, I'm sorry it took me so long, but it's been a while.
And you reviewed all of their
Yes,
comments and you
yeah, and there was a few things I changed in it.
okay,
That you have the Massachusetts, gotta have a Massachusetts license. I've never seen that before, so I took that out.
okay.
What else was in there? There wasn't a lot of stuff. The last one, not like the first time.
Okay, good. Well, we're getting somewhere.
Charlotte, prevailing wage though, I never got that.
I have it from Nelson.
Oh, see, I need,
I have it. Okay, I apologize if you haven't received it, but
can you just email it to Julie, please?
absolutely, absolutely.
Cause I've been waiting for that.
In the back of my head, I wanna say, geez, did we ever really get that prevailing wage?
Yeah, we did.
you were waiting.
We did get it.
Waiting for it, but
Well,
we
we
did.
did, we did,
right? I
yeah.
thought so.
Give it to you.
Okay.
Because that's on
Right.
on the short contract, it was
Exactly,
there.
for the 2-month extension, we got it for the 2-month extension,
You
so
did?
yes,
Yes.
yes, so I do have it, and I will send that to you tomorrow morning.
Any questions or comments from my board members regarding the 3-year contract?
No. You think they'll get this back to the 8th to sign it from legal or
So
No,
you don't think so?
I don't know.
we,
No,
no,
I mean, it's summertime, there's vacations. There's been at least 3 lawyers who have been helping with this. So I would certainly hope so. We're really close. We've been through a draft now twice, so this is the 3rd version.
Okay,
So I think that it would hopefully, we would be able to do that.
okay. They'll attach the prevailing wage.
I will attach.
Yeah,
it
as
to
long as I
the-
have, just
Yes,
put it on.
yes.
That's-
It will, yes, absolutely.
If you did send that for the last one, I'm sorry, but I'll have to look back, but I don't remember, I could be.
It was a challenge. It was a little difficult getting it because,
I think you're right, Norman.
the office was just backlogged, so it took a couple of phone calls from Nelson to actually get it, but we do have it,
Alright,
and it is current.
so I asked my board members, should we proceed on a motion to, after we get a review from legal, to sign it out of meeting and review it ourselves after that, or how how do you want proceed with this, with the contract?
I will call a motion to send this to legal. And when we get it back, sign it and move it upstairs to the Board of Selectmen to sign. I think that's how it works, right?
Yes,
We don't have a big time constraint, right? This,
No, you're getting paid,
I mean,
right?
of course, we need a person like plate.
right.
yeah, I'm not, like, I mean, I've done this before with towns and I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lose sleep that I'm picking up and I don't have a contract,
okay. Okay, we're good for it.
it's,
You know where we live.
we hope that.
He's got most rations out.
Okay, so we have a motion to sign out of the meeting once legal counsel reviews it. All in favor, say aye.
Second.
It was second by Paul Serene.
No, Chuck,
Oh.
all made the motion. We need a
Nobody
second.
second
I'll
this.
second that motion.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, very well.
Excellent.
And we have,
I buy a lot of purple bags, I'm not getting any special treatment.
I have 1.6.1 recycling center fees discussion.
Yes, so Glenn and I and the employees at the recycling center have gone around and around and around about the best way to solve the issue that there's a lot of people that are going to be using the recycling center for their recycling weekly because they're disposing of their trash elsewhere. So it was too hard to do a flat fee because people can come in with a full truckload of recycling, and if you have 2 truckloads, that's gonna fill up the dumpster. And then if you have 10 people that show up and 2 people fill the dumpster, you're gonna have recycling on the ground, which is just not acceptable. So we decided that it would be a better idea to go with the bulky and the plastic and the metal in our price in the fee structure where it's small, medium, and large and extra large. So, and that means that it could be anywhere from $5 to $25, depending upon the size.
All right,
We've moved the recycling containers to the front of the building. So the employees will be able to see when the people come up, because right now, where it's been free, they can just on their way out, they just stop and they dump their recycling, so they're moved in an area where they're gonna be stopped.
and it's sorted up there, right?
Yes,
Glass, plastic, cardboard,
yes,
all right.
Yeah.
Metal.
Do we have a number now, that monthly number that you have that cost to get rid of recycling every month, right, a rough number?
I don't have that.
Well, we got some,
So like, what, my cost to get rid of recyclables?
yeah, Townsend's recycling, but not just
Their
Townsend,
cost.
the Townsend's recycling.
How much are we charging them? In the contract,
It's like 120 on it
roughly 120 a ton.
Per month.
Well, that's per ton, so
per ton.
It's not a monthly cost, it's
per ton cost.
I wait.
So sorry, say 120,
It's in the contract,
Yeah, okay.
in the back, I forget what I,
that's an average per,
I think it's 110.
Well, that's,
121.
I think he's wondering how much weight this Townsend generated in a month.
oh, in a
And
month.
then figure out how much it costs. them.
Oh, well, see, we don't know
We're
because
not
we've
gonna
never,
know.
we've.
Well, we know now, but it's, when the contract change, it's gonna be different.
I know it's going to be different. but
Yes.
Let's say the last 6 months, do we have that kind of number?
We don't because it's never been, it's.
I mean, I could
never-
get that number for
You
you.
can,
I don't have it on me.
Which one?
It's the tonnage that I dump, I have it all.
but do you have it listed by those dumpsters?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
not those dumpsters down
he
there.
was talking the town.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
I just want a consistent number in like the last 6 months.
Yeah,
where
I
it's
can
like-
get you that.
Yeah,
Okay.
just so we know,
Which dumpsters are we talking
Well,
about?
not dumpsters, just in general.
The tonnage recycling. in-
Curbside recycling, that's what you're
Curbside,
talking, right?
the whole
Yeah.
town
Oh,
is what he was
You
asking.
could actually.
no, talking about the recycling center itself.
yeah, he's talking about the
he's talking
recycling.
about-
Yeah, so I won't have that number.
You don't have that?
Yeah,
Oh,
No, I dump it in the truck when I go by it. like-
right,
Oh, I see. I see.
so it was never tracked, so it's very hard for us to see exactly
You
how
can do
much.
yardage, we could do how many times we dumped it. And what's that, a 6 yard down there or? Or is
That's
that-
kind of what we'd like something like that, just.
Yeah, I can get you
so we
that,
could
yes, I can get you that.
see what- what-
And going forward, that will be definitely be done,
Right,
to help us gauge whether or not we're
Yeah.
charging.
Right,
appropriately.
alright, I understand what you're saying now, yeah.
Now,
Okay,
is.
But yeah, I don't have the tonnage number, but I
as
can
you say,
get
you
it.
come in 6 times, if we go up 12 times, then we gotta.
Right,
right, and that's what we're worried about.
that's what we're worried about.
Okay.
Line where it's sorted, is any of it salvaged where you can recoup some of the cost? Like
Recycle
glass,
really not.
glass, metals?
The only thing we gotta keep down recycling center is separate the cardboard.
The
We gotta keep the
cardboard has to be
separate.
Keep the
contaminated.
cardboard,
Yeah. The only thing that's worth anything, and it's not worth a lot, but we still have to pay to get rid of it,
Okay, all right. Oh, good, all right.
you know what I mean?
That helps, yeah.
Rick, do you have any questions?
So I guess, if your concern is that people are going private and they're gonna be looking elsewhere to get rid of their recycling, then you need to look at your hauler regs, cause your hauler regs have mandatory recycling and mandatory bulk pricing. And so everybody that goes private should be recycling, and their person that's picking up their trash should be providing them with that recycling.
I am working on that.
So hopefully that you don't see an increase because of that, cause then there's other issues that you gotta address.
Okay,
So I think the only thing you're gonna get is like the guy that takes his bag to work. He might go down with the recycle.
Yeah.
But I don't
well,
think,
and
I
that's
don't
what's
think
happening,
this,
because
I
they
don't think there's
lately
gonna
tell
be a
me
lot
on the
of-
telephone, I say, what do you mean you're only using recycling? They say, well, I take my trash to work. I say, well, you can't do that, and then.
It's not legal, but.
Yeah.
And we want to, and I wanna let the public know that it's illegal to dump outside of a dump and things like that per Massachusetts law, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it's basically
Legal
considered.
transfer.
Legal transfer station.
And then the other part too is, so is that bulky pricing what you would use for like regular, like plastics recycling and you wouldn't be charging for cardboard because it doesn't cost you anything to for Glenn to take it,
Right,
kind of.
right, Glenn?
That's gonna get out.
Cause you know, the only
The
reason I'm asking is because, you know, if you're gonna have fees that are specific to recycling, I would just say you probably wanna make a call to Irene, because you guys get a lot of grant money, and you don't wanna do something that would jeopardize any of that grant money that you get.
Absolutely.
Right, yeah, I never thought of that, yeah.
Alright,
So towns will take any town around?
Absolutely.
Where's the next closest town that will take, what we will take? Devon's?
Well,
I mean,
but
so you guys get more grant money because you're considered a regional transfer or regional recycling center. And so all the other towns around you, either they're providing a program similar to what you are, but townwide. Or they've got a transfer station that's not open to other towns. And so you guys get some more money because you're regional, and like, if that's a concern that you're taking in stuff from outside, then you could look at how much grant money you're getting and you know, what that might be costing you, and figure out whether or not it makes sense to stay as a regional recycling center.
and in the end, it's cheaper to buy the $125 coupon, not coupon, sticker.
Yeah.
And just do it at home.
Okay, $10 a month, and I mean, if you look at it, and when I was talking to a woman today, and she said, well, I have about this much, and she showed me, I said, well, that would probably be $10. So if it's open and you're thinking it's open every week, but it's not, it's only open twice a month, if you went every week, that would be $40. Why would you not buy a sticker for 10? And then you don't have to put it in your car and separate it and drive it down to the recycling center.
Well, I agree. You know, what the heck, you might as well get some purple bags and put trash out too. So.
Thank you, Rick.
Okay,
Have I seen Thursday?
great.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
Thank you, this
All right, have a
is,
good night,
thank you.
You're just-
Okay,
Is Glenn dismissed?
Wait, when we start this?
September first,
Yeah,
right?
no, how many weeks, what do we got? Weeks? No, we got a week, right? We start next week?
We start next Tuesday,
Next Tuesday.
a week from today.
Alright,
Tick, tick, tick,
it's gonna be rough.
tick, tick,
It's
tick.
gonna be a rough couple weeks,
It's gonna be a very rough couple of weeks, very rough.
so get ready, Colin.
I'm ready, as ready as I can be.
Take some Valium, you're gonna need it.
There's gonna be about 10% of the town is gonna say, when the heck was I supposed to buy that?
Well, cause in the sticker, like if the driver's been trying to look for the stickers now, and I'm trying to tell them, some people said they're putting it on their garage door. Some people may.
I have the list, I
know, we have the
wanted to
list,
give
but-
it to you on the 15th, but so many people have signed up in the last 2 weeks, I don't wanna give you like 6
Right,
lists.
no, and
I signed up 75 people today.
But it's still a list, like,
The driver,
Then-
you can't expect your drivers to go.
exactly.
No, what I can do
Exactly.
though
You-
is
you
when
know what
you
I mean.
get, so we have approximately 1,800 people that have signed up right now, Glenn, you approximately have 2,800 that are in the program. So your route is gonna be shorter, we'll have a list, but then I have bolded. The person on such and such street that has it on his garage
Yes,
door
right.
window. He says it's right there, he can't miss it, well, I'm gonna highlight it and I'm gonna give it to Glenn, you know,
But
let
that's
the
not-
haulers know
that's-
on Tuesday.
That's not what it said when you gave him the sticker, he said, this needs to be on a receptacle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
So, like I said, there's gonna be some that are missing, that they're
There
gonna call and
is,
complain,
there's-
because my sticker was put on the tree.
and that's another reason why when
You know,
people.
and I'm gonna get it, but like, we'll go back, cause we're down here 4 days, it's not like we gotta drive out of our way to go grab it.
But that is a key reason why I ask people to come in and pick up the sticker, the people who are upset that signed up online. If I just gave them that sticker, well, where was the sticker? Across the street in a tree? Well, that's not gonna help us.
Right,
You know, you help the haulers, we don't wanna miss you.
right.
And they all walk
It'll
out,
be a-
understandable.
It'll be a learning curve. cause.
Yeah.
In the driver's mind, if he sees the next stop, he's on his way there. Well, the guy, oh, no, I don't see a sticker, but I see that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that-
the first month is gonna be
Yeah.
really hard.
The main reason we wanted it on a container is so they don't, one neighbor buys the sticker and everybody throws their bags in his
Right.
truck. We don't want that to happen.
So
So,
we'll want, well, it'll take a little bit, but we'll get it.
We'll get it.
It'll be rough, just like.
I'm trying to figure which side of the barrel to put it on, because if it's on the back, you're.
Right, the guy going down the street, right. So, but once you know him,
And that's it. Once, by November, December rolls around, I think we're gonna have a pretty good handle
Yeah.
on this, and by January, we should know a really firm number of who's in this
Are there
program.
other towns that have these stickers?
what's that?
Have these, any other towns that do these stickers?
No.
Special.
Very.
You know what the sticker cost in Easton, Massachusetts? $400.
Really?
Yeah,
They don't need bags.
that's my cousin Mark, he's on the board of health down there, and he laughed, he said, $125, you guys are way too cheap. I'm like, yeah, we heard that from the.
Does he
Board
have
of
to buy
Selectmen.
bags though?
No bags, you're right, it's. the
Oh, they don't buy
sticker,
bags.
No bags.
Yeah. And we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Get there.
Yeah, no, it'll, yeah, this might not be the last.
We should go up September first on the sticker price to $150. Sorry, I didn't, you should have bought it early, you know, you got a discount.
We have one on the house.
Okay,
Thank you, Glenn.
thank you very much, Glenn.
All right,
for-
thank you.
for Coming, thank you.
Follow legal, as soon as they know, let me know.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
and I'll
no.
get you that prevailing wage tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks.
Okay,
It's open? It's not even there.
It is, thank you.
Oh, yeah, they still got.
Well, tell them to move along, that it's too hot in here.
It's pretty warm in there.
I know it is. Sorry, guys, it's we in the meeting room and
It's funny, I was wondering what else could go wrong if they have weddings there. And I'm like, and all of a sudden the fireworks go off in my backyard
Okay.
Friday night or Saturday night. I'm like,
No, we don't
okay,
have nothing.
that could be an issue. So,
okay, let's go on 1.6.2 recycling center attendant job posting change.
So this is on the agenda because we have had for almost a year, the recycling attendant that's over 18 that needs a hoister license.
okay.
And we can't find anyone. And we really need to have an extra person because I have some employees who have some issues where they're not gonna be able to be working on a regular basis. So it was recommended to take the job down a level where we can hire a 16-year-old who doesn't have to have a hoister license, and at least if he is competent, can speak well, can add and subtract and understand the recycling process, I think it would be a lot easier to get an extra body in there, and I think it's more important right now to do that. So if it pleases the board, I'd like to do that.
Why, I understand it's the law, but what do they do where they need oysters?
We have a skid steer.
We do.
We
okay,
do,
all
and
right.
that's what moves the very large pieces of furniture. When the 40-yard containers, they're so high that sometimes when they get really full and then they compact everything, they don't wanna open up the door, so they'll take the skid steer and they'll throw the couch up and over. So, and they also push back the compost pile with that too.
Okay,
So, we do have one employee, it would be great to have two, we've never had two. But we've never been this busy either.
all right,
Our revenue is 5 times to 8 times greater than it was before COVID.
okay.
And so we really need to have the personnel there.
So we just need another hand, it's
You
more
need another
critical
hand.
than the license, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you want to change the posting?
Please.
Can I get a motion to change the recycling center attendant job posting change?
We're not gonna eliminate the hoisting, we're just gonna add.
I'll have to check with personnel for that. I think that there might be they might get a little nervous about, well, you can't have so many employees because there's only so much payroll that we have every year for them. So I think that would make them a little nervous. It also makes me nervous because that would be too much personnel right now. I think that we should
No, no,
just,
to be the requirements, you either could or couldn't have the hoister license.
if we go down to the attendant
16.
where you do not need the hoister license and they don't need to be 18, just go back down to that. So it's instead of paying them almost $19 an hour, you'll be down to like 16, 15, 80 an hour. A 16-year-old, there's a lot of kids out there that all my employees have started very young and stayed there.
Is there any
get
incentive
that.
for an existing employee to get their hoisting license? Is there any incentive?
We will offer training for them. We have paid for it in the past and the employees that are there right now are not interested.
So it's about the money also.
Okay,
It's not really about the money. I think it's about the time for them.
So why would it be posted? Without the hoister's license, why can't we say you don't need one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to.
Yeah, okay.
I wanna post it where you can be 16 and you don't need a hoister's license.
Or we'll hire somebody with a hoisting license.
We absolutely will if they come in.
Yeah.
But I just need to check with personnel whether we can have both those job titles open.
okay.
Oh, I
I
see.
understand what I mean,
Oh,
okay?
Sort of.
okay, yeah.
If it pleases the board right now, I'd like to get the attendant for 16 and no hoister license done immediately. And then I'll work with personnel to see if we can keep the hoister license job open as well,
Okay,
okay?
all right.
Can I get a motion for the recycling center attendant job posting change?
I call for a poke.
Second,
You second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Very well.
Excellent.
Okay. Invoices.
Is the, quick question, is the recycling center part of the enterprise fund also?
No,
No.
It's not. Okay, so the enterprise fund does not, it's just with the trash contract.
just the trash.
Do we have a percentage of what that revenue is gonna put towards the trash contract? Is it gonna cover 100%?
We're hoping.
We're hoping.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that an $800,000 a year contract?
It is a
That-
collection
I'm looking for
only.
general.
It's
number.
collection only and then tipping, so until we know what the
Yeah,
tipping is monthly, we
You
do.
have an idea.
We don't because we haven't, it's the
It's not
last,
changed much, we didn't change.
well, the last 6 years, the contract has been inclusive, so regardless of the tonnage, we paid a certain price.
It's the enterprise fund's the only reason I need.
Okay.
Okay.
So, invoices, we have GW Shaw's, and encumbrance for their June trash bill, which was not paid, it's 68,500, it's part of their contract. It just was encumbered because we didn't get the bill in the amount of time. So that is a separate bill and a separate warrant that we'd like to get them paid, where it is a large amount of money.
Yeah, this is include the municipal trash.
That includes the municipal.
I see it on the end, yeah.
So in our regular invoices for this warrant for the 26th of August, we have our AT&T bill as the cell phone for $45.22. We have MassCore for business cards and $30.75. We have Mosquito Authority, which is spraying for the mosquitoes down at the recycling center, which is really bad given the Tripoli in the West Nile. It's very good to do. We don't want anyone being sick. It's $210 per visit. They're there every 3 to 4 weeks. And there's 2 bills for them, so that totals $420. GW Shar and Son, the 2-month extension is a nice 58,000, not 68,500. So that is the July bill. Our general revolving account has had, again, a lot of debris that has been removed from the recycling center that Shaw's does pick up the bulkies and the furniture in the amount of $1,272.28. Our needle kiosk is booming with people. It was disposed of, the needles, last month. It's $95 every time someone disposes, of the whole kiosk, and it's $5 for each person that brings one. So we don't make any money. We're not supposed to, but it's a great service to have for the residents. Another GW Shar and Son, revolving account for another bulky container removal for $1,731.95. Carla Walter program fees for the pay as you throw. I had to buy labels that are like this but blank that go into my printer because all the shared driveways, like Kosky Way, that brings their trash down to the end of the street, we have to make sure that everybody has a sticker. You can't bring, if you have the sticker on your trash bin and then you put your recycling out and it doesn't have a sticker, it's not gonna get picked up. It has to have a sticker. So I had to make second stickers for all the people of shared driveways, which has been about 40 something so far. So if you come in and you say, oh, I've got a shared driveway, I need an additional sticker. You will get, this is issue 1800, and then I will create on my printer with the labels 1800, it's yellow, it's about this big. And it just has the number. So when Shaw's goes down to the end of the street, sticker, 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 they pick up. If there's a box of recycling there and it doesn't have a sticker, it's not being picked up. Because there is concern that there will be illegal recycling dumping for the people that don't want to pay. So that is how we are dealing with that. So that is the cost of the stickers for me.
Okay.
And then my travel for July and August is $42.21. And all the receipts are behind here. I have this, if you want to go through it, that's fine.
We have to sign this GW invoice.
You can if you want, but you don't have to.
Okay.
So for the recycling was 60.21 tons and the trash was 130.98 tons. This is
A little
for
higher than I expected.
for August.
But then again, you think August, probably a lot of cookouts.
Yeah, and this one is still including municipal trash too,
Mhm.
Ton
so.
of price, 105 for trash, 125 cycle. Year 1, year 2, and year 3. So. We took a little bit of a chance, this thing, that. Tonnage just dropped because of the program instead of paying it like we were. So, we all sign this, or do
No, I'll sign it, but I just wanted to review it.
you wanna review that?
That's okay, I got narrative.
I did too.
Okay. Uh. Let's see.
So,
So right now. We are going to 1.9 memorandum of understanding for the sticker program. So as the town people voted on the stipend for Carlos' work on the on the trash program here in Townsend. We have come up with a memorandum of understanding so that payroll and the town administrator move forward regarding the payments for that program. And it was advised that the board has to approve the memorandum of understanding. Carla, correct me if I'm mistaken, the memorandum is for the payments to be done on.
There was a $3,000 stipend that was approved at the town meeting for running the program. We would like to have it done monthly. So it would be paid monthly at 300 per month from September 2025 to June 2026. That is $3,000 divided by 10. I think it's great if it would come out monthly. I know that it was discussed that it was quarterly, but it was never made an official motion or rule. It was just the projections for the presentation. Right now, I am working an extreme amount of hours trying to get people to sign up. It's not gonna be forever.
yeah.
This will not be an issue in
Right.
February or March, but it's very much an issue now. So I'd like to get it straightened out, so we can move forward appropriately.
Do you have the documents so that
We
the
do.
board members can?
So this is
Go over it.
this is the employee action form that the personnel department requires. It just requires the chairman's signature and then Nelson, the town administrator's signature, but this is where it explains that there's the $3,000.
Where was the stipend coming from?
It comes from the enterprise budget. It's right in the
Just the
breakdown.
budget, not the grant, but the budget.
It comes from the budget.
From the
So
budget
if
that was
if you look at
approved.
this, so we have estimated revenues, pay as you throw bag receipts, user fees, the grant funds, the total, and then the contract extension, collection only, trash tonnage, recycling tonnage, administrative stipend.
Okay, so again, that stipend's not coming out of a grant.
Okay?
No, it's
No,
coming from the.
It's coming out of the revenues from
Okay.
this. So it's coming out of the budget, but it's right there, administrative stipend.
Is that gonna be one employee for now?
That is one employee.
Just one employee for now, with all the enterprise fund, this point.
So the mutual aid of understanding, this was also recommended by my union, that it was signed. So we do have several copies here, and I think the union for some reason wanted several copies. So again, I think that the chairman only needs to sign this, but I do think that a motion is highly recommended.
I'm gonna take the staple out.
Yes, so that you and Todd can go over it too and give me your feedback.
Special town meeting on June 18th, Article 2. Yeah, it was approved. Volume source. Yeah. Austin balance.
Do we have any questions regarding the stipend format of how should it be paid?
It says it's all from the enterprise fund. Indirect costs and benefits up to, but aren't giving me 16,000, are we?
No, that's the administrative cost for retirement and benefits package for any employees that are through this program, which also includes the accountant, the treasurer, anyone who's actually handling this program.
Okay.
It starts with me, but there's several other people that it gets to, including the accountant themselves, to manage the program.
You're gonna sign all three?
Can I get a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding between the Board of Health and the town of Townsend, represented by the town administrator, for the payment for the stipend related to Carter services per contemplated approved by town meeting and funds coming from the enterprise account.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
To agree.
Oh,
I triple
Who made the motion?
Well, Todd
Todd
seconded it, but
seconded it.
we didn't call the motion to, so I'll call the motion
Okay.
to sign this document based on how it's written.
okay, Todd seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. You're welcome.
I'll let you
I
call
got
the
you.
motion. Go for it.
Okay.
Someday you're gonna be chair, so we're gonna just try and show it.
And this is effective as of today.
We have date of action 9/1, but that's okay. You dated today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next board meeting will be
September 6th.
okay, it's not 8/26.
No, that's today.
Okay,
I thought you said.
Oh, 9th, I'm sorry, 9th.
9,
Yes, 9/9.
9/9. Okay. What is?
That's for your information, for your projections, just to let you know, because the finance committee was looking at this today.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any comments, questions before we adjourn tonight's meeting?
What's your next target? As far as trash is concerned,
Our next target, meaning,
so now that you got your 1,800 plus. You said you're gonna monitor everything, right?
so,
Well, we have to start it. I mean,
Right,
it
I
doesn't
know.
really start until September first, so
no,
the
so-
key is the first 3 weeks are gonna be horrible,
So, okay,
horrible.
so I commend you on the 1,800, that was good. So that works. So now we're on to the next. So-
but the next is to
Now,
monitor.
that.
Monitor how the program it will be functioning regarding the shortfalls that Glenn has brought up with the stickers and the haulers and all that and how the funds move forward with that and sticking with the projections that we signed when we were here with the finance committee. So which the first phase is to assess how the program goes, and we have as board that responsibility.
But so it hinges on sale of bags, part of it?
Sale of bags
So we
is a
gotta
very
focus
big
on
part
sale
of it.
bags.
We have to
Mhm.
focus on that. I wanna reach out to the senior center. I'm a little worried that the seniors aren't as informed about this.
Good.
So I wanna reach out to them. I did reach out to them last week, but I didn't hear back from them and it's just so crazy busy. That I don't have time to make a lot of phone calls. So it is in the back of my mind, the seniors, we've gotta reach out to them. Really glad that the solar signs are up. I think after the
Oh, yeah.
first, I think that the solar signs should change.
And say what?
Something, no
your
sticker,
trash
no
wasn't-
trash, no sticker, no trash.
How about bags themselves? I know like Mackey's was asked, Mackey lumber,
Mackie, we are working on that too.
anybody else?
Not yet.
And
I mean, we do have a lot, we've got Hannaford's in Townsend, Hannaford's in Lunenburg, the package store,
Is
Walgreens.
it a Mackey's thing or is something, what else? What's going on at Mackey's? With the bags, do you know?
I don't, I have to reach out to Taylor, at Way Zero, she's the salesperson, and it's just, again, been so busy in my office.
And we're contemplating on having, not the next meeting, but the other meeting to present to the people in general numbers, how the program has been going regarding how many people, how many families, we're gonna have that. I'll present that information, not on this coming meeting, but on the next meeting.
Not in the next meeting, because we talked about this and we said we gotta give it a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
September.
not in the next meeting, but
Looking at like
on
the 23rd of September.
the 23rd of
So we can come
September.
in and say at least, okay, the program started,
Are you gonna
this
reach out,
is the first 3 weeks.
are you gonna reach out somewhere, somehow, whether it's the internet or the webpage, say you reached your goal and things are good and things are looking up?
So I
Um,
think that when we have
I
that
don't think we do that just
presentation,
yet.
when we have that presentation, we can. Then after we present it, we can definitely have it available for the public and for them to see the numbers and everything.
It's really important that we continue. I don't want people to think, oh, well, okay, I don't have to sign up because they made it.
All right, so you sure, right now you just wanna keep it on low.
Yes.
Okay.
We want
No,
the
we need
people,
as
the
many
more
people
people,
in the
the
program
more
as
people can come in, the better, because we want to avoid trash accumulation and for the for what we're gonna pay for. I mean, it's cheaper than what other municipalities around here are
Oh, I
paying,
don't, yeah, I
so.
know that, yeah, that. Are you gonna sell stickers after the first?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're still gonna be selling this
because
here.
people are always gonna be moving in, they're gonna be moving out. So it's gonna be, but after October, I think the middle of October, I'm gonna start to see that lull where
Yeah.
people have finally gotten
Well, I
it.
know it says deadline September 1st, but I wanna make sure people can, at least can.
They can still buy
Oh, they
even
do.
after September.
They do, and
first.
it's on the website as well.
Yeah.
It'll always be open enrollment, always.
I'll make sure people know that.
I won't be working on Saturdays 10 to 12 much longer. But
Okay.
it will be available during my normal office hours.
And we invite the public and any officials that wanna be present for that presentation, we will invite them to come to our meeting on 9/23 for that presentation, where we're gonna have the numbers and everything so that the public can be aware where the Board of Health is, where the Board of Health is at the proposed trash program.
What is this? 23rd is what?
This September, it's our second meeting. It's 2 meetings a month,
Yeah.
so our meetings in September
Is
are
it a
the
joint meeting?
9th and the 23rd. No, it's not a joint meeting,
Do we have any joint meetings coming up?
no.
No, we don't have a joint meeting coming up. Okay. Very well. Can I have a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting?
I call motion to adjourn the meeting.
A second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Meeting adjourned at 7:01 PM.